Hello YouTube, this is William. Welcome to another edge test. I've been hearing a lot of good things about CPM 35VN steel. So I decided that I would make a knife and just test it out and see if I could heat treat it the way it should be heat treated and get a good quality blade out of it. And see how I compare it to the 01 tool steel, which I really love the way that my 01 tool steel turns out, and edge retention and ease of sharpening, all the above. One thing that concerns me about, or not concerned, but one thing that I'm a little bit leery of on a lot of these crucible steels is if they have a long edge retention, then that means that they're very hard. So sharpening them could be an issue. It may take special items to sharpen, like diamond rods and diamond stones and maybe work sharps and things like that. That in a long-term situation, if you're out in the woods and you lose your sharpening equipment, then sharpening that blade may become a problem. So anyway, that's just something to think about when you start talking about longevity of edge retention and all this other stuff. If you're planning on using it as a bug out blade, then you may want to consider that. Okay, so anyway, I made this knife, and this is just a Maxpedition barnacle. I put on the sheath. Has a canted tech lock, so it just goes on your belt and it just wears like that. Okay, what's in the pouch is just sharpening equipment and a first aid kit and an Altoids 10 fire kit. Okay, if you want to know what's in the Altoids 10, there's plenty of videos in the past that I show about kits. Okay, here's a knife that I made. It's just a 5/32 saber blade. And I'm not going to test this one. I used this blade to cut up all of this. Okay, so it's already pretty much tested, and it is still razor sharp. Okay, it'll still shave. I don't know if you can see that or not in the camera, but trust me, it'll still shave. So that in itself is a pretty good test. Okay. So, but the other thing that this blade is known for is its chip resistance. It's supposed to be one of the highest tolerances for chip resistance that's out there, especially stainless steel. This is a stainless steel blade. Okay. Now, when I say stainless, it means it's less likely to stain. That doesn't mean it's impervious to stain. Okay. So I'll get that straight. So what I did was I made me a little Scandi neck knife. Okay. Now this handle is made out of bone paper micarta. It has brick red liner and also a brown linen micarta liner. All right, and mosaic pins. All right, just so you guys know what that's made of. And the best way that you can test a knife whether it's going to chip or not is to put a Scandi on it. Okay, so we're going to use it as a Scandi and do a thorough test on this steel. So without me rambling any further, what I want to do is I want to do an edge test like I did with the 01 and kind of give it a comparison. Now we sliced through about 150 slices of cardboard with the 01, and it still was very sharp. So these pieces may not be as thick or wide. This is thick, but it's not as wide as some of the ones we used on the 01. And I'm not going to bore you with the count. This is more of for me, but I thought maybe I would put it on video. So we'll probably edit a lot of this out because it's kind of like watching paint dry. All right. So, but here we're going to go. We're going to start slicing. All right. So. Okay, that's 150, and my hands are cramping up and arthritis is getting to me. But anyway, that's with a scandi, and cardboard is very hard to cut with a scandi because you have a wedge here, and it always binds on that wedge. So you see me struggling there a little bit, and it wasn't because of the edge. The edge is, I mean, the edge is extremely, extremely still sharp. Get a piece of paper here. Heat treat instructions. We don't need those. See there? I mean, after 150 cuts with in cardboard, you still have an edge like that. That is phenomenal for stainless steel, no doubt. And just, I mean, and this is a true V grind. This is not a micro bevel or anything else like that on there. This is a true V grind. Let's see if the blade will chip. Now this is red oak. There's a knot. See a knot right there? So we're going to beat the scandi in there and see what happens. See if the edge rolls or chips. Well, took the edge off of it. Well, it'll still slice a little bit. For a true scandi, that's amazing, folks. That is really amazing. That is phenomenal steel. And it would still do feathers, I'm sure. Get my feather stick here, if I can find a clean place. There ain't a thing wrong with that. I'm telling you. Now, this, according to the charts, this beats CPM 154 hands down. There's no comparison. And I believe it. Because the CPM 154, doing the comparison with the 01 slightly had an edge over it. It was still a phenomenal steel. But this, so far, I mean, the edge is right there with 01, maybe slightly better. Now this is a scandi, and I'm comparing it to a full flat with a secondary bevel on the 01. So this being a scandi and holds an edge like that, I am impressed. I really am. So anyway. Okay, so, but again, longevity holding the edge like that, you better have some diamond stones. That's what I use to put the edge on it, the final edge. And a medium grit, the blue DMT diamond stone, it took a little bit of work to get a good edge on it. So the steel is very, very hard. The Rockwell on this one is right at 60, maybe 61. Let's just say between 59 and 61, okay? That's the heat treat that I use to achieve that. And yeah, that's going to be a good choice for you guys. So use it around the shop for a little while and see how it does. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me on this, and I hope that that you guys enjoyed it. And until the next one, you guys get out in the backyard and whittle on a stick, run your knife through some cardboard. That's about as tough on an edge as I've found. Cardboard has grit and dirt and grime. It's like taking sandpaper to the edge of your knife. And just see how well it does. Okay? Until the next one, you guys be safe. We'll catch you again soon.